Hello, everyone. This is Ben from Who You'd back today, not with Doctor Who, but with Star Trek. As many of you know, I am a big Star Trek fan, and lately I just recently finished watching the brand new show, Starfleet Academy. And I have some thoughts. The finale came out like a week or two ago. All in all, I would say I liked it. It's good? Question mark. The problem is I don't know who it is for. There's this balancing act that it does where there's the Star Trekky things, and it's Alex Kurtzman Star Trekky things, but I do like Alex Kurtzman Star Trek. I would say I like Discovery and more towards the end of Discovery and Strange New Worlds, all that fun stuff. And to go alongside that, we have these fucking kids uh, who are horny and say, "Oh my god, I heard that she slept with him, and oh, let's get drunk and let's go partying," and just like teen. I know they're supposed to be like 20 something, but it's teen like drama, just bullshit that I do not care about. I never care about. Uh, the kind of core six kids, most of them I don't really like. Like the main kid, Caleb. Eh, I would say I like the what's his name? The Klingon doctor kid, who is what is it? I need to look it up. That's how much I care about these kids. Jaden. I think Jaden is like okay. He's somewhat likable, Klingon doctor, that's a little bit unusual, but like sure, yeah. Be a pacifist Klingon, that's cool. And Sam, super annoying at first, but when we get to I think it's like episode 5 where it's an episode all about her and where she comes from, makes her a little bit more likable. She's having I would say the big thing that this series introduces is this concept of these photonic, aka holographic beings. It's a whole, I guess, created race. They did have creators. Uh, Super interesting concept, and having the Doctor from Voyager here as a kind of counterpart to Sam makes total sense. But other than that, those two, Caleb, I don't really like. Genesis doesn't do anything for me. Who is Raimi? Who's like just like a bully at start, and then I guess he's more interesting. But just like I don't care about these kids. The adult characters I do like. We have Holly Hunter as Nala, as our captain kind of figure, and she, I think it is doing a great job. Really interesting where she is. I have a Wikipedia page open because I don't remember these people's names, but she is a Lanthanite, meaning she has uh, a very long life. The previous Lanthanite we knew is, I think it's Strange New Worlds, the engineer in Strange New Worlds. Yeah, who I really like her. She's good, and having this long life, they remember before the burn. They even like remember because they're hundreds of years old, closer to not next gen era, but like kind of close enough to like remember when Navarro was Vulcan, that old. So there, it's an interesting concept, and Nala is really good. She has kind of like earthy vibes, if that makes sense. She like splays out on the couch and walks barefoot and kind of uses this kind of veil of I don't really care uh, to kind of be diplomatic in times. She's really good. We also get the doctor from Voyager, of course. He is probably my favorite character on Voyager, so having him here, he's instantly the best character here by default. Such an interesting character. According to this, I think he was also in like Prodigy, but I haven't watched Prodigy in full yet. I still need to do that, but he's great. Especially, I kind of wanted to save this for later, but when we get to, I'd say this, the show as a whole doesn't really work for me until we get to those last 3 episodes. Like there's good moments in 1 through 7, but the average kind of enjoyment level is very low because there's a lot of teen drama bullshit. Even the like uh episode 6, Come Let's Away, which is like this big dramatic thing where like one of the kids, like very secondary kids, dies, and that's supposed to be this big emotional moment. I didn't really care. Maybe that's controversial, but episode 8, where one we get Sam is dying, and we have this really great emotional scene with the Doctor and Sam. They go to the photonic being's home planet. Sam dies, and they want to rebuild her, but in order to do that, she dies because she couldn't control the uh, grief and the trauma she felt from said episode 6 tragedy, um, because she had been alive for like 6 months at that point. They didn't prepare her with any kind of memories. She was an open slate or blank slate. So the Doctor says, well, I mean, this whole time he's like resisting. I don't want to get attached to people. You know, we have this good moment where he seems to like remember Janeway and his crew, and that's like 1,000 years ago. Everybody is long dead, and he's still around. And we get a flashback too of like, I don't really strongly remember this episode of Voyager where he makes his own holographic family that all die. We get a flashback to that, and he has to learn. He has to, he explains how resistant he was to caring and loving people, but he decides that he's gonna care and love for Sam, and they, in this like compressed time bubble, he raises Sam from a baby to an adult. So he is basically her father now, and that was really sweet. And then the rest of the episode, we have the kids kind of also processing their trauma through. We have Tilly come back from Discovery, and she kind of prods them to work through their trauma in the form of a play. Our Town, had never heard of it, but I guess it's famous. And then in the 9th and 10th episodes, we get this big climax where Caleb, who's been searching for his mother the whole time, finds her, has to choose between his mother and his friends, and Paul Giamatti's character has set bombs around the entirety of the Federation, which would, it would be a Burn 2.0. If you haven't watched Discovery, the Burn is this event like 100 years ago at this point where dilithium, which is used to power warp engines, like 95% of it just exploded, and then millions of or billions or trillions of people died and hurt space travel for a long time. But it would be catastrophe. And I won't go by beat for the whole show, but like I think it ends well. Big climactic thing, a lot of holy shit moments. So all in, I did like it, but I'm just left wondering who this is for. If you're someone like me who is, likes, subscribes to Paramount Plus and watches the Kurtzman Trek, I think this teen drama bullshit is a major turnoff. I don't know. It was a major turnoff for me. If I was a teen and I like teen drama, I think, like I wasn't an existing Star Trek fan, I think a lot of this wouldn't make sense. A lot of the returning, like we have a lot of returning characters. We have Tilly, Admiral Vance, the engineer from Discovery, the doctor from Voyager. Like, if I'm not a Star Trek fan, why would I watch this? There's so many other things I could watch. So if this isn't for Star Trek fans, and this isn't for not Star Trek fans, who is this for? I don't know. And I'm just left confused. In that we have a season 2 coming, and I'm hoping that's better. Like the teen drama bullshit was like just to introduce us to these characters. The last 3 episodes, like I said, were very more Star Trek-y, which is good. So maybe season 2 will have a higher percentage of Star Trek-y things. I don't know. I will see. I don't know where this franchise is going, man. I mean, we have Starfleet Academy, or season 2 on the horizon, and we have Strange New Worlds season 4 and 5, but what the hell is after that? I have no idea. Now, if they fired Alex Kurtzman, I mean, I'm not going to say that would be great, but I'm saying I think Star Trek needs a change. We've done his Trek. I want to see what is next. I don't think we're ever going to get back to the golden era of the 90s where we have Next Gen and DS9 and Voyager, all wonderful shows. But I think we need a different kind of show at this point. What that looks like, I don't know. Maybe with these mergers, there'll be some new creative voices, and maybe we'll see some change. If we don't, I don't know what will come next. If I were to make a prediction, Strange New Worlds will end, of course, with Pike's accident, and then maybe we'll do like a, original series, pre-original series, somehow part of that right before or in between episodes of that with the new actors that have been cast in Strange New Worlds, that Spock, that Scotty, etc. And I think that would be fine, potentially. I think Strange New Worlds is one of the best that we have gotten from Kurtzman. So if we had more of that with a more nostalgic crew, it could be fine. I don't know. But I guess we'll see. I'm not going to say I'm optimistic, but I hope we have less stuff like Starfleet Academy. I don't think the future of Star Trek is in the teen drama or Scouts, a preschool TV show. No. I just want Deep Space Nine, man. I want long-term serial ensemble sci-fi fiction. That shouldn't be so hard. Maybe. What if they did like 3 shows? Because we have like these 3 eras right now. We have Strange New Worlds in the kind of, pre but around original series era. We have Starfleet Academy, which is in the like 31st century, in the far future with the burn. And then we had shows like Picard in Lower Decks in that kind of post Nemesis era of the like 24th, 25th century. I don't know which it is, but that era, you guys know what I mean if you'd like Star Trek. So maybe like one show in each era? That's an idea. I'll give you that for free, Kurtzman. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hope Strange New World season 4 is good. I mean, I'll be watching no matter what, but I don't know, man. Goodbye. Or I gotta do the outro. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.